We got sound? Are we good? Are we good? Good? Anywhere? Can we hear? Do I have to start again? I'm going to have to start again, aren't I, and do all that again. I'll do it very quickly. What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along today. We're going to be doing the live watch-along of the game between Atletico Madrid and Manchester City in the Champions League quarter-final. Second leg, City won at the Etihad 1-0 in a very boring affair last week. We come here now to Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, where Manchester City know that just a draw or a City win will send us through to the semi-final of the Champions League, where we know who we're going to meet. We'll meet Real Madrid. Atletico will be saying to themselves they've got the opportunity here of the Madrid derby to be set up for the semi-final. Should they knock out Manchester City, they are going to have to beat us by 2 goals or more to go through to the next round. And 1-goal victory for Atletico today will send it to extra time. And if it continues to be a 1-goal lead in the favour of Atletico Madrid, then it will go to penalties. That's what's lying on this game. That's what I was saying before I forgot to switch my microphone on. So I apologise. That error is all on my behalf. So I apologise to everybody for that. But yeah, that's literally all we've got through. And so we're lined up here in what I'm hoping is going to be a pretty entertaining game between two high-quality teams. Atletico have got some decent attackers. Can Simeone get the best out of them and get them, attacking and hurting Manchester City? Can Manchester City exploit the gaps, work the ball quickly, and most importantly, be clinical in front of goal to get ourselves into the semi-final of the Champions League? This game tonight, to me, is just as big as what the game was on Sunday afternoon between Manchester City and Liverpool. This is a big game where Manchester City need to turn up and they need a result. Now, we're in a good advantage here. We may only have a slender 1-goal lead, but we do know that if we can 0-0 this or keep this tight and keep this level, very simple, we go through to the semi-final of the Champions League. And at the end of the day, that is all that matters. Now, before I do crack on with this live watch along, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 25k subscribers. We're now less than 200 subscribers away from 23,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat. I'd like to know what your score prediction is for this game today. I did ask before. I've seen that Alec has put 2-0 to Manchester City. Matty's going for 2-0 to Manchester City. Milan's going for 2-1 to Manchester City as well. Momo's going for 2-0 to Manchester City. So do let me know your score predictions in the live chat. I put mine on Twitter. I'm hoping it's going to be an entertaining game. So I'm going for 2-2 with Manchester City to progress 3-2 on aggregate. And I'm thinking that because Atletico do normally in the Champions League at home tend to be a little bit more adventurous. They don't tend to sit back and be as defensive as what they are away from home. They're up against it. They need goals. They need to go out there and get the win. So if they don't do that, then they're going out. So they need to come and attack Manchester City, which hopefully will give gaps and it hopefully will make for an entertaining game. I'm going for 2-2, Manchester City to win this game 3-2 on aggregate. Maximus going for a 4-2 victory today for Manchester City. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this live watch along. Once more, 100 likes is the aim. We managed to pass 100 likes on our last live stream against Liverpool. We're going to be aiming for that again on this live watch along as well. We're now 73 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you haven't already, then please do leave a thumbs up. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and also on the yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And lastly, I want to give a massive shout out once more to today's live watch along video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. It is much appreciated. If you want to go and check them out, then links are at the top of my description and also in the live chat. Downloading the OneFootball app using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It keeps these live watch alongs coming for you guys. It keeps the videos coming for you guys. So I would appreciate any interaction towards downloading OneFootball using my link. So speaking of OneFootball, we're going to go and head over to the OneFootball app now, and I'm going to have a look at the teams, and we're going to give a very brief look at the teams and what to expect from this game. So once more, OneFootball asking who will win. I'm going for a Manchester City win, which 66% of people have backed. 29% thinking Atletico win and 5% going for a draw. Todd, thanks very much for tuning in from Boston, Massachusetts, a West Ham fan tuning in, wanting Manchester City to do well. Appreciate that. He's going for a 2-0 victory to Manchester City. So Todd, thanks very much for your comment there. Much appreciated. Do appreciate anybody and everybody that is tuning in, regardless of whether you're a City fan or not. Always do like to hear what others are up to. So much appreciated there, Tom. So let's have a look then at the teams, and we're going to start off first with the home team, our opposition for today, Atletico Madrid. They're starting with Jan Oblak in goal. It's OneFootball have got Marcus Llorente starting at right back and Renan Lodi starting at left wing back. They're going with Stefan Savic at centre back alongside Philippe, which is what we saw, of course, in Manchester, and Rionildo as well starting at the back. It could see Llorente push further ahead potentially for Atletico, but they sit so deep it doesn't really matter where anyone's starting for them. It's going to be defensive. They're going with Kondogbia, Koke and Thomas Lemar starting today, so maybe looking for a little bit more pace to try and hurt Manchester City, and they're going for a front two once more of Antoine Griezmann and Joao Felix, the two men that need to be stopped today by Manchester City. On the bench for Atletico today is Sime Vrsalijko, also Luis Suarez, Mario Hermoso, Rodrigo de Paul, Javier Serrano, Benjamin Lecament, Daniel Vars, Angel Correa, Yannick Carrasco, and also Matheus Cunha as well, starting for Atletico today. Now, for Manchester City, we're starting today in goal, number 31, Ederson. Number 2, making his return back to the Manchester City starting lineup in the Champions League, is Kyle Walker. At left back, number 27, Joao Cancelo. Centre backs today, number 5, John Stones, and number 14, Aymeric Laporte. In midfield, number 16, Rodri. Number 8, Ilkay Gundogan, and number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. Manchester City's attacking front three today is going to be on the right wing, Riyad Mahrez, more than likely on the left wing, Phil Foden, and we could well be seeing Bernardo Silva operating as Manchester City's man furthest forward. It could be Ilkay Gundogan, it could be Kevin De Bruyne, could be a lot of rotation about which player decides to push forward. It is a very similar team to the team that started last week against Atletico. Nathan Ake isn't in the starting 11 today. Instead, it's Kyle Walker with his pace. He's going to be kept busy by Joao Felix and also, of course, Antoine Griezmann. Now, on the bench for Manchester City today, we have got captain Fernandinho announcing that he's more than likely not going to sign a contract extension at Manchester City past the summer. We've also got Samuel Edozie, Scott Carson, Zack Steffen, James McAtee, Nathan Ake, Raheem Sterling, Liam Delap, Oleksandr Zinchenko, Romeo Lavia, Jack Grealish, and making his return back to the Manchester City squad, Ruben Dias. Brilliant to see Ruben Dias back in the Manchester City squad once more. He might not get minutes. If he doesn't get any minutes, he will be getting minutes at the weekend against Liverpool in the FA Cup. Offensively there for Manchester City, lots of options we can make. 5 subs. That means Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish, Liam Delap can all be required for Manchester City if we need to. In defence, if we're needing them, we've got players like Fernandinho that can help, Nathan Ake, Oleksandr Zinchenko can also help there for Manchester City as well for this game. Junaid, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? He's going for 2-0 Manchester City with goals for Joao Cancelo and Riyad Mahrez today. Julia, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. Thanks very much for that. Vamer, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. And also, I am Guardiola. Thanks very much for tuning in as well. Todd, glad to see I'm not wearing the Dolphins jersey. No, it's Manchester City that are playing today. We're doing the live watch along. We're in the City kit, the lucky City kit that's here to get the job done. Unfortunately, my Premier League winning badge that we had here has peeled off in the wash, which is a shame. We're starting to see some of the writing, if it gets made out on camera, starting to come off as well, which is suggesting to me that I need an upgrade. But it's the tops. It's not just nostalgic and it feels good for me, it's also a lucky top for me. And so, yeah, we're putting it on. I will have a look, though, in the summer. I'm hoping that the kit concepts that have been put out, that away shirt, the famous red and black for Manchester City away, the AC Milan colours, if we get a kit out like that, I'll 100% be getting that because it is my favourite Manchester City kit. So hopefully, if we do go down that line, I will have that for my live watch-alongs for next season. Lionel, thanks very much for tuning in. Will, thanks very much for tuning in. Not too sure that your United chance there will go down too well over here, but much appreciated as well. Wanted a win for Atletico. Dad, thanks very much for tuning in, helping to moderate the chat. So please do keep things nice and friendly, not spoiling it for others, and also making sure we're keeping things nice and clean. Score prediction from Dad going for 1-1, which would mean a victory for Manchester City over the 2 legs by 2-1. I'm going for 2-2 today, and Manchester City to go through 3-2 on aggregate. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything covered. We know the permutations, we know the teams. What we need now is for it to go and get done. I know a lot of people are quite nervous heading into this game. How's everybody feeling? Let me know. Mixid, thanks very much for tuning in, also helping to moderate the chat. John, thanks very much for tuning in. Good evening to you. Much appreciated. And I will add, if anyone does want to help moderate my chat, I'm always on the lookout for some more moderators. So if that is something that does interest you, then do just let me know in the live chat and I'll see what I can do. So I am just going to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor once more. This video and live watch along is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to
to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world, if you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
Thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It is much appreciated if you want to stay up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, and all your good footballing needs. Then go and download the OneFootball app, link in the description and also in the live chat. I will be using OneFootball. I've already used them to provide the build-up to this game, and I'm going to be using them to provide my half-time and also my full-time analysis. So go and check them out. Go and use my link. That would be much appreciated. Zahir, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Nervous, hearts beating. Need to do whatever it'll take to get the win. Believes in Pep. Love that comment. Thanks very much for that. Completely agree. We need to be not so much getting down to Atletico's level, but we need to be making sure that we're looking after ourselves. We're making sure that we're putting ourselves in some really good positions and making sure that we're treating this like a normal game. And with that in mind, like you said, doing whatever it takes to make sure you get that result. If that means in the last minute Atletico are set to score to knock us out, you take the red card. If that means to stop the potential attack, people may disagree with this, but if that's players that are facing potential suspension, like Kevin De Bruyne on a yellow card warning, if he has to stop a counter-attack where Atletico look really dangerous and he has to take the yellow card, he takes the yellow card. I'd rather have De Bruyne suspended for one game in the semi-final than run the risk of him potentially being suspended for the final should we get there. There is no away goal rules now, so yeah. Don't have to worry about that anymore. It's very simple. Atletico Madrid have to win by 2 clear goals to go through in normal time or extra time. Atletico Madrid do have to win this game to go through. If they win by 1 goal, it will go to extra time, regardless of the result, whether it finishes 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, etc., etc. Manchester City know that any draw or any win will send us through. Mixid going for 0-0. You may be spot on with that, you know, with a 0-0. So, yeah, there we go. Zahir, thanks very much for tuning in from India. I did see that Manchester City have been doing some promos and stuff in India. I know that they had like a big screen and watch-along type thing set up with some former City players and City representatives in Bangalore, and I think they're heading to, Mumbai, this either for today's game or the one at the weekend against Liverpool in the FA Cup. So nice to see India getting some love and recognition, and thanks very much to here for tuning in. Will going for 1-1, Manchester City to win it in extra time. So guys, we're up to 36 likes. We're now 64 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. DJ, he's going for a 3-0 victory today for Manchester City against Atletico. I like it. I like it. Do let me know your score predictions then in the live chat. I've got the game on. I'm just going to sort out the settings for it. It's going to take me a minute just to sort that out. So I'm not going to speak for the next minute. So keep yourselves occupied for a minute whilst I get that one sorted. Zahir says we've got a huge screen set up here in Community Park for today's screening. Atmosphere just electric. That's crazy. I know City have been sending representatives over. Manchester City, if you watch this, you want to send me over to India to go and check it out and do some stuff, I'm more than happy. Just let me know through my email. That'd be marvellous. I'd love to go and check that out. There we go. Right. All sorted, all set. Push that there. And the players are in the tunnel, ready to go. Milan, thanks very much for that. I wouldn't go as far to say I'm a librarian. I know everything about the club, because I don't, of course. Always willing to learn more and more and more. But what I would say is I am fairly knowledgeable on Manchester City for the time that I've been following City since 2002. So the very early stages of course, moving into what's now the Etihad Stadium, and also, of course, the last parts of Main Road. Boy Racer, thanks very much for tuning in. It would be nice to go and head out to Seoul in South Korea. Nice to go to different places, isn't it? And yes, Todd, you are exactly right with that. The 5,000 fans that were meant to not be in the stadium has been overturned, so all fans are in the stadium for this sellout match. Dale, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Looking forward to this one. Days like today where I miss having you here, Dale, to give some quality input in person, but c'est la vie, as they say. How come they're not waving the Champions League flag anymore? And the people that are there with the flag on are just knelt down. I don't really get it. But there we go. Champions League anthem all done and dusted. If you were booing at home, respect for that one. Simeone and Pep acknowledge. And we are ready to go near enough here. So, for Atletico Madrid, Ronaldo, Llorente, Felix, Kondogbia, all on yellow card warnings for today. Any yellow cards for them and they will be suspended for the semi-final. De Paul, Luis Suarez and Correa are all on yellow card warnings as well. So they will be suspended should they pick up a yellow card in this game for the semi-final first leg if Atletico get there against Real Madrid. Today's referee is Daniel Siebert of Germany. Gundogan's captain in Manchester City today. We have a couple of players on yellow card warnings for this game as well. Kevin De Bruyne and Joao Cancelo are the two players that are on yellow card warnings. Mixed, yes, they are. They've had that overturned, so they've got full capacity in here for today. Zahir is an official member. And thank you very much, saying you'll see if you can get me as a representative to come over, hoping to meet me at some point. That'd be brilliant. That'd be absolutely brilliant. It'd be an experience and a half. I'd take my camera, do some vlogs. That'd be great. It'd be sick. We're nearly ready then here, ladies and gentlemen, for kickoff. Manchester City playing in the third kit that says Man City. Everybody knows the one. Atletico playing in their red and white stripes. We'll get a nice close-up of Kondogbia there. Atletico playing in their red and white stripes, blue shorts and red socks. City playing in all, well, dark navy blue with their Man City written across it with the badge covered all over the shirt. City are going to be getting us underway. Gundogan it is, attacking from left to right, Manchester City, with Atletico attacking from right to left. Atletico trying to make it as hostile as possible. They're up for the game. We're up for the game. Come on, boys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get to the Champions League semi-final. Let's make it happen. We're ready here for kickoff. Gundogan stood over it. Everybody looks ready and set to go. City players take the knee. Heavy booing by the Atletico fans. And we are away here in kickoff, and Gundogan goes straight back to Ederson. He's going to launch it long. He slips. And header won by Atletico and out for a throw-in to Manchester City. The awful third kit. Todd, I'd be more than happy to come to Boston. If Manchester City want to send me anywhere to go and to the official supporters groups and see the watch-along stuff that they're doing, either in the bars or with the big screens and everything, I'm more than happy to do it. All they need to do is let me know, and I'll do it. Also, I'll see what I can do towards doing it, but yeah, I'll do everything in my power to make that happen. So here is John Stones. He passes out to Ilkay Gundogan under pressure. and he makes a pass to Ederson. We're through the first minute nearly here. Man City today lining up Walker right back, Cancelo left back, and Stones and Laporte as our two centre backs. Ederson, of course, in goal. Rodri starting the City's holding midfielder. De Bruyne looks like he's in midfield as there's a slip by Kyle Walker there. Gives possession to Atletico Madrid. City pressing to try and get the ball back. City to make sure they're keeping the mistakes to a minimum. It's a poor pass from Gundogan when there was potentially Atletico stretch, so Atletico get the ball back. Bark, no problem. I'm surprised, only commentary in Spanish in the US. No English ones. I'll try and keep you as informed and as updated as possible. As possible. So Atletico bringing the ball. That's a good direct ball. Header won by Kyle Walker. Atletico, just found themselves in a little bit of space there, just inside the Manchester City half. Atletico, they're all leaving a fair bit of space. Here is De Bruyne now, finds Gundogan, passes it out wide. As Bernardo Silva looks like he's gone out on the left-hand side and Foden going through the middle. Surprised we're going with Bernardo out wide, but there we go. I'd have gone with Grealish, would have been my choice. Just on his ability to draw in fouls. Obviously, a big bonus if you can get an Atletico player sent off and City have the 1-goal advantage would be ideal. But there we go. So here's Kyle Walker. City have got everybody camped inside the Atletico half. Atletico's got everybody back at the moment. Here is Aymeric Laporte. There's no City players in that much space. He has to go to Cancelo, who'll go back to Laporte once more. Atletico happy to sit firm, sit deep, and wait for mistakes. Wait for their opportunities. They sit tight, they sit deep, they make life difficult. It's what Atletico do. So City, if they want to get through this Atletico team, will have to earn it because there's not just a wall, there's a second wall, there's a third wall, there's always somebody there. So we'll see if the game is as aggravated as what it was last week in Manchester, as Rodri's had a free kick given against him there. I thought there was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. But if it's as animated and as aggravated as what it was last week, I can see as the game goes on being some fiery tackles and the losing of some tempers and the potential of cards, particularly of that red colour. So there we go. So free kick to Atletico just inside their own half. Through 3.5 minutes, no opportunities for either teams as of yet. Atletico go long. They've not taken control of that, and that's out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. So I'll take the opportunity here to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description, also in the live chat if you want to go and download the free OneFootball app. It does help to support the future content created on my channel if you do download the OneFootball app through my link. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Now less than 200 subscribers away from 23,000 subscribers. And also don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well. We're doing all right for likes. 59 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. Atletico then come forward with a ball. It's not properly dealt with by Manchester City, but in the end, City do enough, and Ederson can gather up the loose ball for Manchester City. And this is where Man City need to be careful, and there is a potential here of a counter-attack if City can get this right. Here is Riyad Mahrez, drives into the centre. That's good feet from Mahrez. He didn't get the pass right to Bernardo, and a good interception from Atletico means there isn't an opportunity for Manchester City there, and Atletico can actually come away with the ball. Joao Felix has dropped into space. He's running at the City centre-back. Aymeric Laporte deals with him very well. Gundogan now with the ball for Manchester City, just inside the Atletico half. Atletico trying to press high. Antoine Griezmann it was trying to force Gundogan into a mistake. Gundogan does well. So not to be, as Rodri's got the ball for Manchester City. To Kyle Walker. Drops it deep to John Stones. He'll give it out wide to Mahrez. Instruction from Simeone. Close the space. Walker. Back to Ederson then. He's going to go long towards Bernardo, who can't take the touch, and it'll go out of play for a throw-in to Atletico. Ball over the top from Ederson. I like it. It's a big game, lots of nerves out there. I've not really felt as nervous for this game as what I was the Liverpool game, even though they're both very big games in their own right. This is just as big as that Liverpool game. Not as nervous because, just quite frankly, I've been very busy today. I've not had time. There's a man over here for Atletico. If they can get the ball out there, they can. Okay, got Kyle Walker for company. Kyle Walker's quick. And Atletico forced to just go backwards a little bit. Cross comes in, headed clear by John Stones. The loose ball falls to De Bruyne. Gundogan hacks it clear for Manchester City. City now push their defensive line out. Atletico play it across. Liverpool resting 7 first-team players. The arrogance. Jurgen Klopp was mentioning about the fixture schedule. That's the advantage of getting a 2-goal cushion away from home. You'd expect them to get the job done with them changes at Anfield. The big risk, though, with a knockout game. There's no other games to fall back on. And I can see players coming off the bench should they need to if they go a goal behind. They've got the advantage, though, there that there's 5 subs. So them 7 players, 5 of them can come on. Liverpool just trying to keep the players fresh, I reckon, for the game on Saturday against City. Manchester City know that they've got 3 or 4 first-team players on the bench today, but that's just due to our squad, as Joao Felix nearly intercepted for Atletico and nearly fell to Riyad Mahrez, but he's going to be cleared by Atletico. Might just take a little bit of luck to break open Atletico or Manchester City. So I'm talking that's a bit of a wayward pass forward, not dealt with properly by Atletico, and City have got control of the ball here. De Bruyne floats it out to the back post. Gundogan wanted it. He dropped deep. He gets the ball off Bernardo, but he can't get past the stubborn Atletico wall. De Bruyne does well. A combination of him and Bernardo get the ball back for Manchester City. Here is Kevin De Bruyne now to Ilkay Gundogan. He's dropped deep. He might fancy a shot. He has a shot! And it's wide by Ilkay Gundogan. He's furious. He wants a corner. Can't believe the referee's not given the corner. He's given the goal kick instead. But we'll get a better angle from here. Does it take a deflection? Does look like it takes a deflection. I can see why Gundogan's unhappy. It clearly takes a deflection off Kondogbia's head. That's a very clear corner. That's a poor decision from the German official. Should have been a corner to Manchester City. But anyway, first real test on goal. It was wide via a deflection, not given. Here's Kondogbia. Gets the pass out, and Atletico can work it down their left-hand side. Intercepted by City only momentarily as they get the ball back here. And Riyad Mahrez doing a bit of pressing. He's going to keep this in for Manchester City. He's not really got anywhere to go. He's going to have to twist and turn. He'll do well to get anything here. He manages to find a pass, though, to Walker. So Man City have got possession in the Atletico final third. They're centralising it now. Here is De Bruyne to Gundogan. Bernardo Silva. He's got the overlap of Cancelo. He goes for the cross instead. Deflected and out of play for the first corner of this game. So first corner of this game to Manchester City. An opportunity here to get Stones, to get Laporte forward. We haven't got the aerial threat of Nathan Ake starting today. Rodri's forward. Still a fair bit of height there for Manchester City. So a corner here for City. De Bruyne to take. It'd be good if City could get first blood. First 10 minutes as well would be really good. Corner here for City. De Bruyne takes. And the header's won by Stones and over the crossbar. That was a chance. That was a chance there for Manchester City. Not taken. It's unlucky. It's a good corner from De Bruyne. Stones wins it. Does well to get on top of it. Just gets too much on it. Catches it too well, if anything. Can't direct his header. And it's over the top of the crossbar. And for a goal kick to Atletico. So we are through the first 10 minutes here of this Champions League quarter-final second leg. It's 0-0. Manchester City lead 1-0 on aggregate. King Grealish, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. As we're now up to 42 likes, 58 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also at the top, and also in the live chat as well. King Grealish going for 1-1 today for this game, and Manchester City to go through 2-1 on aggregate. I'm going for 2-2 for this game. It's a good switch of play from... That's a good tackle from Manchester City, and it's not dealt with. And Foden's got the ball and then dealt with in the end by Atletico. Oblak did good control. Wasn't the greatest pass, but dealt with in the end. There's enough on it from Atletico, and they can break forward here. So where Man City need to be very careful. So good tackle from Rodri. He does well to get the ball, and referee says he does get the ball, so there isn't a free kick for Atletico. John Stones needs to just help get rid of this ball. City being put under pressure, and Kyle Walker is forced to put the ball out of play for a throw, and he gets the applause there of Pep Guardiola. He's happy with that. Nakabi, thanks very much for tuning in from South Africa. We've got South Africa in on the room. We've got Massachusetts, Boston to be precise. Massachusetts in the United States in the room, which is brilliant. India as well. So that's brilliant. So thank you very much for tuning in. Do let me know where you are tuning in from, as we're now halfway to our 100 like goal. 50 away. 50 there, 50 away. If we're in cricket, we're raising our bats. We're looking to get the helmet off as well and get to 100 likes. So any help towards that would be brilliant. City have got themselves a free kick then. It was Philippe coming in too aggressively on Phil Foden, as Jimenez isn't fit enough to start in this game today. Pep Guardiola not happy with that aerial challenge from Philippe on Phil Foden, as Phil Foden has stayed down. Some instructions coming in from the Atletico coaching staff. Marianne tuning in from Poland. Thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. As Simeone is now giving some instructions to Joao Felix. Gives the thumbs up, so he's acknowledged what's been said. As Phil Foden still receiving treatment. Takes a heavy hit on the back. I think it's more the landing. He lands, it kind of face plants the grass, which looks like it'll have hurt as Foden stays down. He must have, is he having stitches or something put in? There's blood. He's cut the top of his head. Jack Grealish has been told to go and warm up, so Phil Foden's injury there must be nasty. And serious enough that City are going to go and send Grealish to go and warm up.
It looks like you haven't set up any home kit accessories. You can connect smart devices like lights, locks.
I've not asked Siri. I didn't ask. What's it doing? I like live streams. I like that. Siri, go away. As Grealish is continuing to warm up, Phil Foden's having his head bandaged up. And we're now 47 likes away from 100 likes. Foden's been down now for a good 3 to 4 minutes. Big stoppage. As Foden's had it bandaged up. So City ready to get underway. Commentators are just saying they don't get how there's no yellow card being given to Philippe. Man City doing a little bit of time wasting. Kyle Walker goes forward after it looked like he was going to take the free kick. Atletico fans and Simeone not happy. Stones launches it long. It's not a good ball forward. Loose ball's won by Laporte in the air. Header comes back in from Atletico. Rodri wins it in the air, and then the loose ball comes loose to Atletico, and Rodri gets it back, and the pass comes forward, and Foden can't get there, and it's cleared by Atletico, and then touched by Mahrez, and he gets forward. He's told to get up. Looked like a free kick that to Manchester City, but there we go. Atletico can come away with the ball. Players forward, a deflection. It's a good header won by Joao Cancelo, and City can come away with the ball here. Here is Ilkay Gundogan. I think City just need to try and slow the pace down a little bit is what I've been looking for. I feel like whilst it improves Man City's chances working the ball a little bit quicker to score a goal, we're not in a position where we have to score a goal, and I just feel like this pace suits Atletico more than it needs to. I'd slow it down. A slow, frustrating pace. Let them make the challenges. Stones then collects the ball for Manchester City. Walker's going to launch this long. Not a good ball from Walker, and it's out of play for a throw-in. Don't really get what Walker was aiming for there then. Anyway, throw in Atletico. Reinildo to take. Goes long towards Felix. He's not happy. He wants a free kick for a challenge from John Stones. Referee says no. Felix then, like a bull in a china shop, racing after the ball, pressing, sliding in. Wanted that ball. City, though, do well to keep hold of the ball. Felix tiring himself out there. But Atletico are one of them teams that just do a lot of running. So they're used to pressing and moving the ball high and sitting deep and dropping deeper and turning defence into attack very quickly and attack into defence very quickly as well. I think I'd rather have Felix. Younger, more to prove. Poor touch from Mahrez. Not often I say that. As Dale says there, City just, look a bit nervous. Things that normally just stick to them, like Mahrez's touch, normally sticks to him like glue, just evading him and going out of play for a throw-in. City just rushing ever so slightly. I just feel like the pace that this game's going at is suiting Atletico more than City, even though Atletico haven't created or done that much. But they only need 2 or 3 chances like this out here, and Ederson does well, wins the diving header against Joao Felix. Ederson rushes back to get into goal. Look, Atletico having to rush to play. Man City just need to be calm, keep hold of the ball. De Bruyne's header's not good there, so it gives the ball away again to Atletico in a dangerous area where they could potentially put a ball into the box. I haven't got anything on the back of my shirt. JSGC's on the back of my shirt. That's why I like the shirt so much. Holds meaning to me. Cross comes in. My first shirt that I had when forming my channel. Which is why I went for JSGC on the back. Here is Gundogan into the penalty area. Bernardo into the penalty area, and it's tackled. Again, just... I don't know. I don't get... Just not working right now for City as the through ball comes in towards Atletico. There's too much on it, though. Felix just kind of gave up on that one. I don't know whether he felt like he was offside or whether there was just a little bit too much on the pass. I'm surprised he gave up on it so easily. Let the flag go up rather than you deciding it's offside, as Cancelo does well. Finds Foden. And Atletico just seems to always have an extra player there when City trying to get forward. Long ball comes forward then from Oblak, given away. And City have got the ball. Mahrez to Gundogan. They can't get a proper touch. Just when they're passing it, they just seem to be on the edge of the foot. As not a great touch there from Felix. He gets a throw in though. JS is my initials, and GC stands for General Channel. Originally, when I first started my channel back in late 2016, wanted to do games and stuff, so I was planning on it being my gaming channel. And then I adapted. And then adapted towards Manchester City, because I support Manchester City and thought football's something I enjoyed talking about and stuff, so just slowly merged it towards there and then evolved from there, really, within the first year of me having the channel. Very difficult your first year of having your channel. I always say the first 100 subscribers are the most difficult, and the first 1,000 subscribers are your most difficult. Once you've built a platform, you're good to go, in my opinion. As we're now to 55 likes then, everybody. 45 to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. It's good work from Atletico. They always seem to just have an extra player there. They don't really have set positions. It's just your job on the field. I don't like a free kick to Atletico, not given. Fans aren't happy about it. And referee says play on. As Dale informed me, 1-0 Liverpool. And that will be that from that game. That'll be Liverpool through to the semi-final to take on Villarreal. People were speaking before, just after the game yesterday for Villarreal, saying Liverpool have never had an easier run to the final. From what I watched of that Villarreal game against Bayern, Villarreal will give Liverpool a game. The type of team and their setup that will hurt and annoy Liverpool. They're a team that are very defensive. They defend very deep. The fact that they can keep Bayern Munich to scoring 1 over 180 minutes shows that Villarreal are a very good defensive unit. And what they need to do is, if they can go through the first 45 minutes of that tide, I don't know where the first leg's at. Obviously, if it's in Spain, then Villarreal are going to need a win, something to work with at Anfield. But if it's at Anfield, it's all about keeping it tight and keeping it narrow. And Villarreal have got the quality there to frustrate. They've shown that they've got the quality. So I don't think that'll be as easy as what some think. I do think Liverpool will go through, though. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. A diagonal ball comes in from City. City want a corner. Phil Foden can't believe it, as a goal kick is given. As it is Canante with the goal for Liverpool. So I think the bigger question is, it came off the arm there of Llorente, I think it was. So it should have been a corner to Manchester City. But there we go. So, yeah, if we go through today, we face Real Madrid in the semi-final. First leg's going to be at the Etihad. Second leg's going to be at the Bernabeu. Much like what this leg, two legs have been like against Atletico. As the offside flag goes up for Atletico, Manchester City want to get on with it, and they do. Bernardo gives it to De Bruyne under pressure. He's fouled. And are we getting the first yellow card? We are getting the first yellow card. Referee's not putting up with it. Philippe's not happy. Philippe's not happy about getting that yellow card. He went aggressively in on Foden, should have been given a yellow card. So the next foul that he commits on Kevin De Bruyne there, he's given the yellow card for. I think the referee realised that what he did before on Foden was a yellow card, going off the injury that he'd got, that he weren't going to go back on his original decision and give him a yellow card. I'd have respected him if he did do that. So the next opportunity that he gets for that, he's going to give him a yellow card, which is what's happened there. So Philippe into the book. Here's Cancelo then. Laporte to Stones. Seamus is informing me it's 1-1 in the game at Anfield now. Darwin Núñez has equalised for Benfica. So potentially game on. No, offside. Not game on. As it is here. 0-0. City through at the moment, though. I'll take full-time 0-0. Boring two ties, 2 legs. But we go through, it's job done. 1-0 and 0-0 gets the job done. Doesn't matter how you go through, just as long as you do go through. Oblak goes long. Header won by Stones. Goes straight back to Oblak. That's a great throw from Oblak out to Lamar. And they can build an attack here, but it's given away poorly by Atletico. Now that's better for Man City. Foden gave the ball to Gundogan, and instead of Gundogan pivoting and looking to try and launch an immediate attack for City, he's gone backwards, ensuring that Man City have got control, Man City have got possession, and Atletico need to do something against Manchester City to get the ball back. Normally I would discourage this, but the fact that we're 1-0 up, I don't think we should have. That's a good diagonal ball played into the penalty area from City. Cancelo, I think he's onside. Foden has a shot. It's ricocheting and shot comes in. It's blocked and out of play for a corner to Manchester City. Yeah, Seamus offside, so it remains 1-0 Liverpool. It's a good ball. I like to see it again for offside, that from Cancelo. So Foden had the shot, blocked by Philippe. De Bruyne had the shot, blocked really well by, is it Lodi? I think it was. So a corner here for Manchester City. City's second corner of the game. Mahrez to take, this time on Man City's right-hand side, so it suits the left footer to swing this in. Mahrez will whip this in. And Oblak comes for it and doesn't collect it. Foden looks to try and hook it back in. It's cleared by Atletico, and Antoine Griezmann now has got the ball just on the touchline. He keeps it in. He's ran into trouble, and Manchester City can get the ball clear. Only as far as an Atletico player, though, and they can come away with the ball. Thanks very much, Todd. Appreciate it. Thanks very much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Atletico then playing the ball forward here. Into the City half. A diagonal pass comes in, and Ederson's going to let that one go out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. 28 minutes in, 0-0 here. At what point do Atletico commit forward? Or are they just happy to keep it at 0-0 in the hope that they find a last-minute goal from somewhere doing something? I don't know. Really don't know. Anyway, 43 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. Here's John Stones. To Aymeric Laporte. He works it to Cancelo on the left-hand side. A poor pass from City, and Atletico, it's a poor pass from them, and they give the ball straight back. So Atletico need to be more lethal as a long ball comes forward here from City towards Foden. He does well, goes down, he wants a free kick, and the referee says no free kick. It's going to be a throw-in instead to Atletico. Foden shakes his head, not happy with that decision. Atletico are going to whack this clear, and Felix can win the header, only as far as Laporte though, and he can find Cancelo, who can keep it calm and keep it down, which is good. City just playing it calm, a patient game. 29 minutes in, 0-0. I think the first goal here is absolutely huge in this game. Absolutely huge. I feel like a City first goal probably kills this tie. Or it certainly opens this tie up. A goal for Atletico makes life very difficult because Man City are on a knife edge then. Knowing that if they concede again, they're out. If they score, they're potentially going through. So from a neutral point of view, as the game develops, neutrals will probably want an Atletico 1-0. As that's a good ball played into Kyle Walker. Squares it across, and Foden's at the back post. To Gundogan. Post! Oh, he's hit the post. Heads it, and it's headed clear, and Gundogan makes a challenge, and he's down. Referee says, no, that's a massive opportunity for Manchester City. That's where I said we need to be clinical, and we haven't. Gundogan's hit the post. There's a danger here for Atletico on the counter-attack. Gundogan does well to get hold of the ball. Here's John Stones coming forward for City. Slow it down. I've been told there's a VAR check for a potential penalty to Manchester City. I assume that's on De Bruyne. Dale says thinks it's a handball, so we'll see. We'll have to wait for the ball to go out of play. Here is Walker to Mahrez. Gives it back to Stone. City keep holding the ball, so I think they're just going to put it out of play. They don't. I'm not sure if the check's complete. Here's Mahrez. To Bernardo. He's gone onto the right-hand side now. Edge of the penalty area. Gives it to Walker. Back to Mahrez. He's going to cross this in. Should be dealt with. Is De Bruyne now. Gives it to Foden. Squares it across and the back post and out for a corner to City. Good stuff that from Manchester City. That's a great ball from Walker. Finds Foden. There's a massive opportunity that for Gundogan. Hits the post. Follows it in. I think it's that touch from De Bruyne that were checking for a potential penalty. I think Gundogan should have scored. I think they're looking at a handball, he said. I presume check's complete. Yeah, allowing play on, so check's complete. So no penalty. Didn't think there would be. Mahrez, corner. Header won by Atletico and headed clear. And headed clear well. Cancelo gets it to Kyle Walker. Furthest man back. Quickest man back as well. Always a bonus. He goes long towards Mahrez. Header won by Atletico. Bernardo wants to keep this in. Does keep it in. De Bruyne is in space. Always dangerous giving De Bruyne a bit of space. Here is Rodri now. Man City have just... Yeah, you feel like City have just knocked this up a gear. Here is Gundogan to Rodri. Bernardo now. To Laporte. City now camped inside the Atletico half. Smelling blood, potentially, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Walker to John Stones. That's a good pass into space for Gundogan. Bernardo hits it. Header's going to be won by Atletico, and they can get possession here. That was a waste. That was a waste. Savic ball forward wasn't brilliant. Kyle Walker's committed himself here, so if they can get the touch right here, Atletico, then they could be decent as a deflection takes it towards an Atletico man. Mahrez deals with it though. Ederson's going to launch this long towards Foden. Header won by Atletico and out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Problem solved. Problem dealt with. 33 minutes in. Closest opportunity we've had. Gundogan hitting the post. Stones now. There's been a very unsatisfying game so far. Atletico Madrid for you. I was hoping, maybe hope more than expectation, that this would be a better game. Here is Foden to Rodri. That's a good ball from Stones into Cancelo. Foden, the flag's up though. You can look across the line. It's disappointing from Phil that he's offside from there. And Atletico, they push everyone up now. It's a tight call, that. He might even have been onside. We're now 42 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. As it is 1-1 at Anfield now. As Ramos has got the equaliser for Benfica. Well, it'd be more interesting if Benfica can get another goal. Who do I think is playing better? I'd say Man City, but it's very similar to the first leg. Atletico are in this. That's a good ball from Atletico. Into the penalty area now. What can they do with it? Kondogbia has a shot. It's deflected and into the safe hands of Ederson in goal for Manchester City. There's a good block from Gundogan. And well gathered up from Ederson. Laporte now to Cancelo. Atletico, that's their first attempt in the game. Man City have had 5 attempts, none on target. Closest becomes hitting the post. Not tested Jan Oblak yet. Here is Cancelo now. Gives it to Rodri. That should be a free kick to Man City every day of the week. Yeah. Linesman's given that rather than the referee. Man City aren't happy about it. Cancelo's not happy about it. It's a little late, more than anything else, from Atletico. I think City were maybe looking for a yellow card there. Like I said, I think it's late more than anything else. Walker sends this long towards De Bruyne. Philippe wins the header. He's, of course, on a yellow card. Something to think about. Rodri now gives it to Laporte. City inside the Atletico half, looking to try and build something. Gundogan does well. Gives it to De Bruyne. He tries to get a pass in first time to Foden. He doesn't. He gets it in second time. He wants a free kick. I don't think we're getting much from the referee today, if I'm honest. There's a run here for Felix, but ball over the top is dealt with by Kyle Walker. And Kyle Walker's just going to help John Stones there with his pace, because Kyle Walker will be more than capable of keeping up with Joao Felix for pace. De Bruyne then to Gundogan. That's a good pass from Gundogan into Cancelo. Atletico a little bit stretched here. It does well, Cancelo, and he has a shot and high, wide to no avail for Manchester City, and stays 0-0 here at the Wanda Metropolitano. So, goal kick then. Jan Oblak to take for Atletico Madrid. Sent forward. Man City need to just get a hurry on there and deal with that. As Felix is looking to try and press the issue. There's up to 60 likes. Here is Laporte. Gives it to John Stones. Walker now. Back to Stones. Gives it to Laporte. 6 minutes away from half time. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that. Hasn't been a classic. It's all about patience and confidence. City can get the first goal in this game. We're going through. Oh, look at the turbo Maldini. I like it. The Maldini with a big engine. So Ederson sends this long for City. There's no one there. Out of play for a throw-in. Savic is always going to deal with Phil Foden aerially. But it does get it clear for Man City, which is the bonus. As we have 38 likes away from 100 likes. Excuse me. Here's Laporte. Gives it to Rodri. One thing I will say, we have got a game against Liverpool on Saturday. This isn't exactly a high-energy game for Manchester City. Doesn't seem like they're using a lot. The Liverpool game looked exhausting, but this doesn't look as anywhere near as exhausting. At the Mo, anyway, as Laporte takes the ball, brings it forward for Manchester City to Rodri. Here's Cancelo. There's a run of Foden. He's used him, but can Foden do? Didn't square it across. He's not really got any support either. He's going to have to go all the way back to Laporte. He's much closer to the halfway line than he was the Atletico Madrid penalty area. Here is Rodri. Walker. Gives it to Mahrez. There isn't a run for Mahrez to use, so he's just going to have to go back to Walker. Here is John Stones now. To Aymeric Laporte. Closing in on half-time here. Laporte once more. To just go backwards. Here's Walker. It's a good pass to Mahrez. Mahrez did so well into the penalty area. What's his choices? Wants to have a shot, can't get it through the legs. Atletico can bring it clear. You don't even think about the counter-attack here if Felix can get it right. If Felix does so well against John Stones. Can't get it through the legs of Stones, and that's well defended. Felix is so dangerous. Was good work from John Stones, but Atletico just might have an extra player along here, and Kyle Walker's going to have to put his turbo on there to try and help Manchester City. Atletico go backwards. It's well work from Lamar. That's an awful, awful pass. Out of play for a throw into Manchester City, and Stefan Savic just nudges into Phil Foden for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Phil Foden has a laugh about it. Doesn't need to do that at all. He's just going to do it because he can and because he wants to. That right there sums up Atletico Madrid. Seamus informs me Liverpool doing a lot of running tonight. They've made a lot of changes as well. Here's Ederson to Laporte. And gives it to John Stones. Stones goes long, switches play. That's well worked. Cancelo does well. Gundogan now. Is the space. We all know the answer. Gundogan now to De Bruyne. Here's Mahrez. Gives it to Rodri. He thought about potentially just thinking a ball over, but he chooses not to. Here's Mahrez. Gets a corner for City. Well, you want the ball, really, with 2 minutes to go until half-time. There will be a fair bit added on here. Savic and Foden having a go at each other. I like it. I like that. That's funny. Corner then for City. Whipped in. Not dealt with again by Oblak. Stones is furious. Stones really not happy. Anyway, there will be a fair chunk added on, I imagine, for half-time. Before added on time to get to half-time. We got there. Here's Ederson. Goes on the floor to Gundogan. It's a good pass. Here's John Stones. He's fouled and it's a free kick to Manchester City. City play it quickly. Here is De Bruyne. Do I think Stones and Diaz have had a good season? I think all three City centre-backs have had pretty decent seasons, if I'm honest. Not one of them's been standout. All three of them have had decent seasons, I think. In Stones, Laporte and Ruben Dias. And then Nathan Ake's just starting to... get involved as well, which is good. Joao Felix is really unhappy. Simeone's not happy. I don't really know what Atletico are getting in a twist about. Dale says Atletico's players have been targeting Foden as their danger man. And and seem to be doing all they can to have a pop at him. As Stones did foul Felix then. I think Felix is making the point of being fouled 3 times. Not one's been given. Not happy. I think a free kick has actually been given to Atletico. They're into 3 minutes added on them. As we're up to 63 likes. 37 likes to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. As I think Man City might just be looking towards trying to frustrate Atletico into a mistake that they can punish. Here is Walker. Throws towards Bernardo. Gundogan switches play. Cancelo does, I was just about to say does well to keep it in play, but he doesn't. He slips. And it's out of play for a throw-in. It's up to 65 likes, 35 to go. Long ball comes forward, dealt with by City. Here is Foden. Takes a heavy touch, and Savic can deal with that for Atletico. Is there maybe one opportunity to be created here before half-time? Atletico managed to get the ball into a bit of space and into the City half. If there is to be a chance, you think it might be for Atletico here. Actually, a really good time for Atletico to score, but it's a poor pass. Stones deals with it. Foden now to Mahrez. He wants a free kick, gets a free kick, and Man City will just take the time here. Why rush it? Don't need to. 0-0, happy for us. 0-0 sends us through to the semi-final of the Champions League. I think the players have got that. They've slowed it down, and because of it, City look a little bit more in control. Atletico look a little bit more like they're moaning and play acting to try and make things happen because nothing is happening for them. City are happy for this to be boring because we go through if it's boring and it's 0-0. De Bruyne with a poor pass and cut off by Atletico. So maybe 10 seconds or so to go here in the first half. Long ball comes in from Oblak. Dealt with by Manchester City. Picked off by Kondogbia. Here's Lodi now. And Atletico go backwards. City nearly pressed and forced a mistake. And the referee will blow the whistle now for half-time here at the Wanda Metropolitano, and it is Atletico Madrid 0, Manchester City 0 in the Champions League quarter-final second leg. Man City lead 1-0 on aggregate, and Atletico Madrid are going to need to have a very good second half here if they are to force the issue and knock Manchester City out of the Champions League. From a City point of view, for me anyway, I'm thinking more of the same. Patience, just keep things narrow, keep things close. Don't give Atletico a sniff. We've spent all of last week Atletico not having a shot. This week they've had one shot, a deflected effort saved easily by Ederson. Other than that, they're struggling to create much, if I'm honest. And with that being said, now they're going to have to open up in the second half to make things happen. That'll create the space, and I think first goal here in this tie. I'm going to say it. The first team to score here in this tie in this match will go through in the tie, is what I think. So we'll see what happens in the second half. So there we go, half time. What's your half time thoughts? Let me know in the live chat, as I'm going to go through the stats and give you my thoughts on what's happening so far. But very quickly, we are on to 68 likes. We're 32 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. 23k subscribers is the aim. We're less than 200 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below, and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Like I said, leave your halftime thoughts in the live chat. I'll read them out. We'll have some good interactions. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which today's live watch along is brought to you by OneFootball. Link is at the top of my description and also in the live chat if you want to go and download the free OneFootball app. Use my link, that will take you to the download page to download OneFootball. Anyone that downloads OneFootball through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel, as the sponsors do keep these live watch alongs and these videos coming for you guys. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. I've got my promo video, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. Like I said, links at the top of my description and also in the live chat if you want to go and download that. So just before I do crack on with my halftime analysis for this game, I am quickly going to go through the scores from around the grounds in Europe. So we'll start in the Champions League. Halftime, Atletico Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. Atletico, according to Sky Bet, now 5-1 to win this match, with Manchester City 11-10 on, with a draw being 6-4. At Anfield, it's Liverpool 1, Benfica 1 on aggregate. That is 4-2 to Liverpool, with Benfica got it all to do in the second half. It'll be very interesting if Benfica do grab another goal, what might happen there. But Liverpool there, 13-8 on to beat Benfica, with Benfica 5-1 to win that game, and a draw is 9-4. Ibrahima Konate got the goal for Liverpool in the 21st minute, with Gonçalo Ramos getting the equaliser for Benfica. And yeah, that's keeping you guys up to date from around the grounds, because there's nothing else really happening. So we're going to crack on with the halftime analysis. We're going to go and have a look at the stats. So we've got OneFootball, today's video sponsor, all locked and loaded, ready here for you guys. So we're going to start with the possession stats. Man City have had 70% possession compared with Atletico's 30% possession. City have won 71% of their duels compared with 29% for Atletico Madrid. City have won 72% of their aerial duels as well compared with 28% for Atletico Madrid. So they will be looking Atletico to improve on that in the second half, trying to win more duels in their aerial duels and be a little bit more physical and in City's face. One offside apiece for both teams. No corners for Atletico and 4 for Manchester City. Atletico, they've had 3 halves of football now, have managed to finally get their first shot, one on target saved by Ederson. For Man City, though, rather disappointing. We've hit the post. There was a VAR check for a penalty, which wasn't really that much in it. We've had 8 shots, none on target. We haven't been clinical. We haven't put our opportunities away. And should the worst happen for Manchester City today, I will be looking at this first half and I will be saying that why have we not looked to try and put this tie to bed? We haven't been clinical. No shots on target from 8 shots isn't good enough if we're going to be looking to be perfect. Yes, what's happening right now is good enough for us to go through, but we aren't through yet. And the best way of solidifying ourselves in the semi-final for the Champions League is grabbing that all-important first goal. And we have had an opportunity and we haven't taken it. We've had 8 shots, none on target. That, to me, isn't good enough. But don't know about you. Do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. 4 block shots for City, none for Atletico. 1 shot onto the woodwork, that one onto the post, of course, from Ilkay Gundogan, with 6 shots inside the box and 2 outside the box. Atletico's only shot has come from outside the box via a deflection, which was saved comfortably by Ederson. In terms of defensive stats, 5 tackles for Atletico at a tackle completion rate of 80%, which is brilliant. City have attempted 7 tackles at a tackle completion rate of 71%, which is very impressive from both teams with their tackling. In terms of clearances, 9 for Atletico, 5 for Manchester City, and 2 interceptions for Atletico and 1 for Manchester City. In distribution stats, 168 passes for Atletico at a pass completion rate of 74%. I think they'll be pretty disappointed with that. 392 passes for Manchester City at a pass completion rate of just short of 91%, which is very good. We're getting back into the 90s after being in the higher 80s against Liverpool, which again is always something we're looking for. In terms of crosses, 1 cross attempted by Atletico, which they didn't connect with. Man City have attempted 6, connecting with 16% of their crosses, which we're just not very good at crossing. In terms of fouls conceded, 5 for Atletico and 2 for Manchester City. No yellow cards for City, but there is a yellow card for Delap, which may be something to look at for the second half. Try and get him sent off would always be a bonus. Play Atletico at their own game. But like I said, other than that post, there hasn't really been that much to report on for this game. It's been a very boring first half, and I'll take a very boring second half if I'm honest, because we have to just do everything that we can to make sure that we do get to the semi-final of the Champions League. But we've still got another massive 45 minutes, the most important 45 minutes coming up of our Champions League campaign, and arguably the most important 45 minutes that we've got of our season so far. So you have got that to look forward to when the second half does resume. In the meantime, I'm going to go get myself another drink, and I have got some halftime entertainment secured for you guys. It's once more brought to you by my partner channel, Mixed. Link is in the description if you want to go and like and subscribe over there. That would be much appreciated. He's now on the push towards 2,000 subscribers. He's recently passed 1,300 subscribers, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. This is Mixed bringing you how to make the Hurricane cocktail using the original recipe. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail video, and today's cocktail, guys, is the classic recipe for the Hurricane cocktail. I just want to show you guys the classic recipe for the Hurricane. So I've done my preferred version of the Hurricane, now I'm going to do the classic recipe. So get your tin shaker and put in 45 ice cubes. So first thing we're going to shaker, guys, is 60ml or 2 ounces of white rum. I'm using Mount Gay Silver Rum. Next ingredient, guys, is 60ml or 2 ounces of dark rum. So next into the shaker, guys, is 30ml or 2 ounces of freshly squeezed orange juice. Next, 30ml or 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Next, 15ml or half an ounce of simple syrup or sugar syrup from the UK. Next, 15ml or half an ounce of passion fruit syrup or puree. Give it a good shake. And last, just a teaspoon of grenadine, which is about 5ml or 0.2 ounce. Now put your lid on and give it a good hard shake, 8 to 10 seconds, nice and chill. So get your Hurricane glass and fill it with ice. Right, now strain into it. And there we go, 1 hurricane. Now to garnish it. Garnish it with a slice of orange. And this time, we've got to add a cherry to it. Listen, there won't be a hurricane without an umbrella. And there we go, 1 hurricane. And there we go, guys, 1 classic hurricane cocktail. How does it taste? So we'll get a straw. Let's have a taste. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Classic rum cocktail. That's tiki taste, especially with the. I think I prefer my preferred cocktail for the hurricane, the one without the dark rum. Because it's weird, but if you like more powerful, this is the go-to classic hurricane recipe. It's like rum, you like it boozy, this is for you. Because I think for a rum cocktail, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's an absolute classic, Alyssa's. Beautiful. So I for my next cocktail, I the Hurricane Smuggler's Cove. I like that recipe, that variation of the hurricane. But I think I prefer last week's variation without the dark rum. That's my winner compared to the original cocktail recipe. But do let me know in the comments, what is your favourite hurricane cocktail recipe? Which one do you prefer? Or have you tried the Smuggler's Cove version of it? Do let me know. But thank you for all your support as we are on the road to 2K. So don't forget to like and subscribe and mix it for more cocktails like this. It does help the channel grow as I'm on the road to 2K. So that's my next target now for this channel. Because I've been mixed and this is the hurricane cocktail recipe, the original version of it. But do have a nice day and I will see you guys for the Hurricane Smuggler's Cove cocktail. Cheers.
Thank you very much there to Mixed for providing today's half-time entertainment for you guys to enjoy. Like I said, if you want to go and check him out, then go and like and subscribe to him. The links are in the description. The players are making their way out of the tunnel here at the Wanda Metropolitano. It is Atletico Madrid and Manchester City taking on each other for the second half. A big 45 minutes, the final 45 minutes coming up between these two clubs to determine who will meet Real Madrid in the semi-final of the biggest European competition out there. And this is the prestigious one. It's the big ears. It's the European Cup. It's the trophy that Manchester City wants so much that they've been working really hard to get to. Lost in the final last year against Chelsea. We're looking to rectify that this season. And to do that, we need to go through Atletico and Real Madrid. We are 3/4 of the way through this tie with Atletico Madrid. It is currently still a slight advantage to Manchester City, but the job isn't done yet. And we need to make sure that we're careful here in the second half and also making sure that we're clinical. 8 shots, not on target. To me, not good enough, and that's what we need to be working on. Atletico, they're a physical side. They're a side that's going to appeal for anything and everything that they can get hold of. So we need to make sure that we're matching them for intensity and we're doing everything we can in our power to try and go through, as we do have kickoff here for the second half of this game at the Wanda Metropolitano. Hopefully, Manchester City will go through, and hopefully this will be the last 45 minutes of action. We won't have extra time and the need for penalties, and City will get the job done here inside the 90 minutes. Adabakar, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm not seeing Delap coming on just yet. I don't see City going for that unless they really need to. I can see Sterling and Grealish being put ahead of Delap in the pecking order. Matty, I will be heading down to Wembley on Saturday, so there won't be a live stream on Saturday, unfortunately, but there will be a match vlog to look forward to, probably out on Sunday. So I will be in the Big Smoke in the capital in London for the game between Manchester City and Liverpool, as Atletico Madrid into the penalty area. They have a shot, and they want a corner. Antoine Griezmann pointing to the corner, and I think he's got the corner. Paul, thanks very much for tuning in. Good defending that from Laporte. Here's a corner to Atletico. Does well to keep up with Antoine Griezmann. He's not slow, that is for sure. So corner here to Atletico. Defending for City to do. Corner comes in. Header won by City. A good header from City as well. Ball comes forward from Atletico to try and hook it back in. Felix looks offside. He's tackled anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Rodri can get the ball clear for City. Here is Mahrez. He does well to keep hold of possession. He looks for Gundogan, but Gundogan can't get it under control, and Atletico can get the ball back once more. As we're now 22 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here is Lamar, and he has a shot, and it's blocked by Rodri. So we're 22 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. Thanks very much to OneFootball for sponsoring today's live watch-along once more. It is much appreciated. So long ball comes forward from Atletico. It's out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. Not a great ball forward from Atletico. McAtee, hopefully we'll see you down at Wembley. Assume you're going as well. Here is Stones then. Played forward by City. It's a poor ball forward. Keep hold of the ball. Stop being silly. It's Atletico, just like at the Etihad, they're motivated. First 5-10 minutes. Don't give them anything. I love rum-based drinks as well. As we're now 21 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Let's get to 100 likes. Here's Cancelo then to Foden. Plays the ball forward. Oblak's going to cut this off. He's going to go long. Header's going to be won by Rodri. And Mahrez can get control of it. Here's De Bruyne back to Mahrez. He can't take a good touch. And once again, just a little bit rushed from Manchester City, like it was in the first half at times. Take your time. No need to panic. No need to force the issue. Atletico need to force the issue, not Manchester City. So don't make any mistakes. Don't give them anything for free or cheap. Don't do that. Just be patient. The opportunities will come. At some point, Atletico will need to come forward because they need that goal. When that happens is when Man City need to strike. Think of how Liverpool and how Bayern Munich tend to play. Unless it's yesterday, where really you're just patient. There's the opportunity. Wham, done, dusted, sorted. And just be clinical when it opens up, because it will open up. City could just be patient and just play the normal game, because they've got enough creativity that they'll get an opportunity or two. Just look at us hitting the post with Gundogan. Comes from Man City just up in the intensity, so to speak. Here's Bernardo Silva. Gives it to Cancelo. Here is Foden. Rodri now. It's picked off by Atletico. And that's a foul by Bernardo. Block 1-1-1. Is that behind the goal? Or is that to the side? So we're 50 minutes through the game. Less than 40 minutes remaining here. The poor ball given away by Oblak. And just give the ball away. As Felix has dropped deep to get the ball. There's 2 men over here for Atletico. They can get this ball right. There's the ball in, and they don't get it right, thankfully, and Ederson can cut that off. Gundogan pivots and pivots well. Here's De Bruyne with a direct run. Knocked it on too far. Atletico want a free kick. What are they doing? Koke's furious. In what way is that a free kick? Behind the goal, level 1. Nice. Good seats. Good seats. Here's Rodri. To Stones. Laporte now. This is never a free kick, was it? I'm really looking forward to that trip to Wembley. Here's Gundogan. Costs a lot of money, actually. Our tickets cost £65. Well, there we go. I passed on the opportunity of the £30 ticket, so I can't really complain at price. But, yeah. I've seen tickets on sale for £80, 100, 120. That's well kept in by Atletico. Just hit his back and then Mahrez is unlucky. So Matty behind the goal, level 1, block 1-1-1. That's a good direct ball. Put off by Ederson. Yeah, I won't be in your block, unfortunately. I'm not in block 1-1-1. You still might see me, because that's a good ball forward, and Felix can't get on the end of it. And the flag goes up now. It was offside, but they're not to know that. Here is John Stones then. Man City are coasting this, aren't they? They need to be very careful here, City. Very careful. On a knife edge. I agree. Needing a goal. It's just cleared into space by Walker. Not looking up. There's nobody there. Atletico might have a 75% pass completion rate, but they aren't bad with the ball, I'll tell you that right now. And that's flicked on, that's offside. Griezmann, the flag goes up. No, Matty, you don't have to. I'm designated driver. So I won't be able to have a beer. You don't have to buy me a beer anyway. But thanks for the offer. If you do see me though, come and say hello. You may well see me. Got a little day out in London planned first because we're in the East End. I was hoping we'd be in the West End. Go and check out Box Park and the Green Man because I've never been there to either of them before. Llorente with a ball in, and the header's won by Felix and over the crossbar. It's a good header, that. A good cross, sorry, from Llorente. Now, Atletico are starting to grow into this game. They're starting to create a little bit more. They're starting to just send 1 or 2 extra players forward. There you go. You can buy Dale and Mick Sid a drink. They'll be with me. They're not designated drivers. They're happy to take the drink on my behalf. I'll have an orange juice. Is Atletico coming forward once more? They're coming forward more and more and dealt with by Man City at the back. Atletico going to take have the throw instead. Growing into this, Pep's concerned. He's kneeling on the ground. As we're now 18 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. As Liverpool have gone 2-1 up, and that is game, set, and match. As a shot comes in, and it's just wide from Atletico. It's Griezmann with the shot. And it's desperately unlucky. That's probably the closest Atletico have come to a goal all tie. Atletico fans are getting on top now. They're sensing something. Cancelo was winning in the air. Knocked down by Felix. Shot comes in. Ederson's scrambling at that. This is on target. I think Ederson's beat. City need to calm this one down. Atletico sensing this is their time now to strike. The very poignant part of the game, this. Long ball comes forward. From Ederson to nobody. Throwing Atletico. Here is Oblak. Gives it to Savic. And blocked by Foden. At what point do you look to the bench? Here's Atletico coming forward. Dealt with well by City. Rodri is under pressure. That's not a free kick. Yeah, Atletico coming away with the ball here. City need to stop being so clumsy. Here's Savic, long ball forward. Not the greatest ball, and that'll be cut off by Ederson. Calm it down. He's telling the players, calm it down. 32 minutes to go here. Atletico fans trying to encourage the players. I'm wondering at what minute, if this stays at 0-0, what minute does the encouragement from Atletico start being pressure on the players to get a goal? When does it go from encouragement to frustration is what I'm asking. As Ederson puts his foot through it. Straight to Oblak. Given away by City. They need to calm this down, City. This is poor. Pep Guardiola just looks on, concerned, but not doing much about it. Foden does really well. Gundogan. Foden once more. Can't get control of the ball. Dispossessed. Atletico send the ball forward. Needs dealing with. Kyle Walker doesn't deal with it. Mahrez doesn't deal with it. Walker's not happy. Eventually it'll fall to Walker here. He can control it and he gets a throw in for Manchester City. City happy here to take the time, but it's Atletico putting the squeeze onto Manchester City. Another minute has been eaten away, which is good. Not that we're clock watching, but we're 31 minutes away from the 90 minutes being up. Walker, long throw, headed clear by Atletico. Picked off by Manchester City. To no avail, and Atletico come away with the ball once more to Jan Oblak in goal. Savic once more. And Atletico just dropping deep. And their through ball isn't good. And it's straight into the arms of Ederson once more. They need to connect with them, Atletico, if they're wanting to make things happen. I agree, if Pep wants success here, we need to start looking towards the bench. Do you look for extra cover in the middle? Fernandinho? An extra defender? Ruben Dias? Ake? Who do you go with? An attacker? Grealish? Sterling? They need to get control of the ball. They're not having any of the ball at the moment, City. Atletico are just pressing and forcing the issue. Like I said, Atletico are a relentless team. They'll be happy. They can do this for half an hour. They won't tire. As Atletico's got their pass completion rate up to 80% now. was just below 75% at half time, so they got it up a whole 5%. Oleksandr Zinchenko's gone out to warm up. He's good with the ball. Maybe that might be a useful thing for City to look at. As City get a throw in. City need to do something, because all momentum here at the moment is with Atletico. But a chance here for City to have a bit of possession, and in the Atletico half as well. City once again taking the time. They go backwards. Stones now. Laporte back to Stones. Here's Cancelo. There's nothing on for City at the moment. Mahrez to Rodri. Stones now to Laporte. Bring the ball forward here for City. Gundogan. Gundogan struggling in the middle. I'd be looking towards an extra midfielder. I think Gundogan for Fernandinho would suit better. As referee says get up to Atletico. Griezmann not happy about that. Let's have a look. There isn't anything in that. There is nothing in that. For once, referee did a good bit of officiating there, as we're now up to 83 likes. 17 to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. So what's happening here is Atletico are putting the squeeze onto Manchester City in the middle. So with that in mind, I'd be looking to try either having the attackers sit deeper to help, or have the attackers push further forward and stretch the play and get it out wide and then get it to the attackers. De Bruyne just looks like he's limping. City needs to be careful. Then just, yeah, they get it to the back. They get pressed, panic, and whack the ball up and just give the ball away. It's very disappointing from City so far in this second half. We're 18 minutes into the second half and it's disappointing. That's a great tackle, and the referee's giving a free kick. That was a good tackle from Bernardo. Bernardo's not really been involved in this game. I'm wondering if he might be the sub, potentially. As Sterling is going to come on. The City making the first change here. I reckon this is for Bernardo. Either him or for Foden. Laporte tries to take it under control. That's well worked from Llorente. Ball comes forward and dealt with well by Kyle Walker. Ederson then rolls it out to Gundogan. He can move the ball forward for City. There's a run of Foden not spotted then. I'd be almost tempted to make a change in the middle. And cut off there by Atletico. So Raheem Sterling's coming on. Who's it for? Is it Foden? Is it Bernardo? It's KDB. And I said he was limping. Looks tired, De Bruyne. He may well be a player that's rested on Saturday. I say rested. It's just he's played a lot of minutes. He does look tired. He always looks tired. Laporte then goes back. And so Sterling in for... So City going into a more traditional midfield three. Is it going to be Sterling on the left? No, Foden on the left. Sterling on the right? No, Sterling's gone through the middle. Mahrez stays on the right. I thought they might have gone with Sterling on the left, Foden through the middle, and Mahrez on the right. So 16 likes away from 100 likes. Now, any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Rodri to Bernardo. As Cancelo's tackled, and Atletico want the throw in, and Man City are given the throw in. Atletico appealing for anything and everything. in the hope that they get something. And Simeone is starting to, for the first time in the tie, look stressed. As Ederson, he has your heart in your mouth, doesn't he? As Liverpool have gone 3-1 up. Bobby Firmino's just got the goal. That is Liverpool definitely going through. That should be cut off by Walker, and is, and he can get it clear, and we'll get a throw-in for Man City as well, as Walker wants a free kick. He's gone down in pain. There's nothing in it. It's coming together. So lots of dramatic rolls there from Walker. He didn't need that many rolls. I think Man City are doing to Atletico what Atletico like to do. De Bruyne is definitely nursing some kind of injury. Kyle Walker's stayed down. The one's Cancelo, so Zinchenko might be the man to come on. So Kyle Walker's stayed down. He's in a lot of pain. Was Walker injured for him to be in that much pain? Walker's still down, which is why there's nothing happening. I think Walker's back on his feet now. Atletico are going to make some changes. They're making 3. So Griezmann comes off. Carrasco comes on. Surprised I've not been utilising Luis Suarez. Rodrigo de Paul comes on for Renan Lodi. And Koke comes off as well. And he's replaced by Korea. Angel Korea. There we go. So the subs made. De Paul, Korea, and Carrasco come on. Luis Suarez is warming up now. So let's go need a goal. I think Walker's gonna. It looks like he needs to come off, Kyle Walker. That's a big blow for Man City. And the fact that they're just taking Griezmann off surprises me if Kyle Walker needs to come off, because that's the pace. Felix does really well as a man over here for Atletico. Some defending for Manchester City to do, and a shot comes in and it's wide. What an opportunity that was for Atletico Madrid. What an opportunity. And it's the substitute De Paul. He doesn't put it away. It's great work from Felix. He goes through 4 City defenders, laid off, and he just can't get the whip around it, De Paul. He's not really close. And it should have been. As we're now 16 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description. Link also in the live chat. So Kyle Walker is back on the field, walking gingerly. But he is on the field, which is good news for Manchester City, considering we just had De Bruyne go off with... I'm not too sure what the injury was. I'm going to hope that it's just a little knock and he's okay. as Cancelo wins the header and out of play for a throw into Atletico. As Atletico are going to start to commit forward now, you would think. They need a goal. So it's pointless them sitting here now thinking 0-0. So we're at the poignant part of the game. Got 2 attacks. Poor header from Laporte. Just gives the ball away. A cross comes in. It's poor from Atletico. It's out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. 14 likes to go. Let's get to 100 likes, everybody. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. There's 3 defenders for City warming up with the concern over Kyle Walker. He's still walking very gingerly. Kyle Walker's going to have to come off. Ederson goes long. So it's Dias, Zinchenko and Ake. I think I'd probably go for Ake and get Cancelo over to the right. Here is Walker. Good pass to Mahrez. That's great feet from Mahrez. That's just as good feet. Can he keep it on is the question. The answer is no. City haven't had any attempts here in the second half. Kyle Walker's gone down again. He needs to come off. Sad. I hope Kyle Walker makes a full recovery. Hope he'll be back pretty soon. So we're now 13 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get them likes up, everybody. 13 likes to go. It was a collision with him and Renan Lodi that's caused the injury to Kyle Walker. So it will be Cancelo that goes in at right back. The big question is it going to be Zinchenko or Ake that goes in at left back? It could be Laporte going in at left back and Ruben Dias coming on. It's not. It's Nathan Ake that's going to come on. My man of the match from last week against Atletico, Nathan Ake. And he could well be in line for a start then on Saturday against Liverpool at left back, Nathan Ake. Atletico then bringing the ball forward. A good game at Anfield. It's a really boring game here. It's 3-2 as let's go into a good position into the penalty area. They can't square it across. They want a handball on John Stones. Never a handball, that. Still on the outside of the penalty area, though. Atletico still got the ball. You fancy Atletico are going to get an opportunity or two to score. Cross comes in. Nathan Ake is winning that header every day of the week, and Sterling can pick that up. Atletico do well to make the tackle. City sitting very deep here. Crossfield. Pass comes in, cut off by Nathan Ake. Of course it's cut off by Nathan Ake. He's winning everything in the air, Nathan Ake. 16 minutes remain here. We're 12 likes away from 100 likes. There's a poor pass from Atletico, and that means Man City can waste more valuable seconds. Rodri to Cancelo. Here's John Stones to Ederson. Laporte goes long towards Sterling. Header won by Atletico. Can they keep it in? Yes, they can. Not a great pass, and it will go out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Yermashuk scored for Benfica. Make that 6-3 on aggregate. Still need another 3 goals, Benfica. Here is Nathan Ake. Phil Foden. Back to Nathan Ake. Laporte. Fernandinho is going to be coming on for City now. Pep Guardiola's got his arm around him. He's giving instructions to him. Knows what he wants from the captain, Fernandinho. Ake goes long towards Foden. City aren't winning the second balls, I think, is where the problem lies when the long balls are coming forward. Ake putting pressure on. Should be cut off by City, and Atletico do so well to keep hold of possession there. And City can't make the tackle. And here come Atletico coming forward. Carrasco on the left-hand side. Bernardo can't make the tackle. 14 minutes remain here. Cross comes in. Dealt with by Laporte. Sterling controlled it and then gives it away in a dangerous area. Carrasco with the ball now. Lodi on the left is another crossing position. Dealt with by Stones. To be fair to City, they've dealt with everything that's come into the box, but Atletico now putting the squeeze onto Manchester City. There's a scramble for the ball. He goes down, he wants a penalty. Atletico appealing. Referee said no. They've got nowhere to go here, Atletico. They still managed to get a cross in. And a volley comes in and it's wide. Atletico want VAR. They want a penalty. Referee saying tumbled over. Let's have a look. It's a good tackle. He gets the ball. There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that challenge at all. Cancelo... It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic from Atletico Madrid. Surprise, surprise. No VAR check. Play on. Ederson goes long. Won by City. Here's Sterling. Gets it to Bernardo. And City can't even get in the penalty area. This has been a very poor second half from Manchester City. They've looked tired. They looked like they don't know what they're doing. They're just clinging in the hope that this will stay at 0-0. This is a dangerous, dangerous game for Manchester City to play. As we're now 10 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on offside flags up against Atletico. And also go and check out today's video sponsor OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. And Bernardo Silva's the man coming off for Fernandinho. Extra cover and protection for Manchester City. Excuse me. Got a little Fernandinho. He gets the captain's armband off Gundogan. He's giving the instructions. Probably telling him, keep the shape. Long ball comes forward. Ake can't win it in the air. Needs to get back because of space. And Fernandinho's right in there. Doesn't make the tackle. Can he make it the second time? You bet he can, but there's a follow-up. And can it be dealt with? And a shot comes in from Atletico and it's wide. The referee says nothing given there in terms of free kicks or anything. Man City looks stretched. Luis Suarez is the man. He's clinical. He's good. I think he's the last man you want to see coming onto that pitch for Man City. Pep's motivated. 11 minutes to go. Pep Guardiola can't be happy with this. Long ball forward. Ake wins it in the air. Kondogbia can get in control of the ball there in the end, and Atletico can build from the back once more. All black goes long. Ake should win this in the air and does. Fernandinho gets a touch. Foden now. Fernandinho goes down. Free kick Manchester City. It's going to be a yellow card. Well worked that from Fernandinho, and Llorente goes into the book. I think he's suspended for the match against Real Madrid if they get through. Here's a free kick, that. Every day of the week. I think the negative thing we've had from this game, unfortunately, has been injuries to Kyle Walker and De Bruyne, so I'm going to presume that both of them won't play on Saturday, which is a big loss. Massive 10 minutes of Manchester City season remaining here. It remains 0-0. City through 1-0 on aggregate. Luis Suarez is ready to come on in what you'd think would be Atletico's last throw of the dice. Man City have got a free kick in a pretty dangerous area. Ake is now on the pitch. So he's an aerial threat along with Laporte, Stones, Rodri. De Bruyne is wrapping himself up. I'm not too sure what his little knock is that he's got. Hopefully it isn't serious. Like I said, hopefully we'll have him good to go. Walker might be a little bit more serious, but I hope again it's not. Mahrez to take this free kick. Dealt with by Atletico with ease. Not a very good ball in, and they can get the ball clear here, Atletico. Is there a counter-attack opportunity? That's the question. As Fernandinho deals with a threat, and Atletico can have a throw-in as they're making, I think, 2 subs here. The final 2 substitutions of this game. So it is their last throw of the dice, and Luis Suarez comes on for Thomas Lemar. As this would probably be a front 3 from Atletico now. And the final substitution of the game, unless we have extra time. Joao Felix, that's a surprise. Maybe it's going to be a front 2, and Cunha comes on. So Griezmann and Felix have been dealt with. The last throw of the dice is Cunha and Luis Suarez that Man City need to deal with, as they've gone with what looks like an attacking 5, as Ederson sweeps that up for Manchester City, and Ake goes down over the top of Ederson. Last thing we need is an Nathan Ake injury there. Marcus Llorente is not happy with that. More seconds eaten away, though, by Manchester City. I think he's shoved by Llorente, and he flies over Ederson. He has to jump over Ederson. He's not happy with that, Ake. So, less than 8 minutes remaining. Ederson to take. Goes long. We're hoofing a ball up to Phil Foden. He's not going to win these headers against Atletico's defenders. Our possession's been poor in this second half. I'd love to see second half based stats, as Fernandinho's into a bit of space, and it's not a great pass from Fernandinho, and City can't create anything there. It's a great tackle from Fernandinho. Gets the ball back inside the Atletico half. Here's Raheem Sterling. There's nowhere he can go. Gundogan will keep hold of the ball and give it to Nathan Ake on the left. Here's Foden. Pep's instructing. Give it to Phil. Ake now to Fernandinho. It's a poor pass from Fernandinho, and Rodri makes an attempt. The referee says play on, and City are stretched here. Luis Suarez is up against John Stones. He's taking a heavy touch, and Ake can get it clear for Manchester City. And City should mop that up now. Space is starting to appear, as it's 3-3 Benfica. Nunes has made it 3-3, 6-4 on aggregate. Very interesting if in the next few minutes Benfica can get another goal. Here's Gundogan. This is on a knife edge here, though. Manchester City just about, they've been clinging on all second half. But still, Ederson hasn't had too much to do. Atletico just push their intensity up as City march forward here. It's a great run from Mahrez. His shot's blocked. Still, we wait for Oblak to actually make a save. As you say, ball retention so important there, Seamus. Keep hold of the ball. City have possession. Atletico cannot score. Here comes Raheem Sterling. He's under pressure. Goes down. Wants a free kick. I think he's handballed it. And yeah, it's a free kick to Atletico. I don't know what they're unhappy about. It's handball. Got the free kick. Rodri went over the top. Rodri's into the book for his challenge, but the advantage was played, not a surprise. He's not one of the players that's facing suspension for the next round. It's just Cancelo that's on the pitch now. So if he gets a yellow card, he will be suspended for the semi-final should Manchester City hold on here. As that encouraging support has now started to turn towards frustration and pensiveness from Atletico. As we're now 10 likes away from 100 likes. We're nearly there, 90% of the way. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. Here's Atletico coming forward. Less than 5 minutes remaining here of normal time. The scarves are coming out here, Atletico fans. They're trying to encourage their team. What can they do? It hasn't been pretty football from Atletico, but they're in this clash. 5 minutes remaining. That's a poor pass from Savic. Kept him very well from Lodi. Carrasco plays the ball forward. They managed to find a bit of space and a shot comes in. It's blocked and wide. I think it was Correa with a chance. He looked offside. He was onside though. John Stones had just gone to sleep momentarily, and it's a good recovery block. Stones celebrating the block. Some defending for Man City to do though. Corner here for Atletico. Comes in. Not dealt with by Ederson! And not put in by Atletico. It's wide. Savic it was with the opportunity. And City are clinging on here. Clinging on. Ederson, what's Ederson doing there? Luis Suarez is the man that wins the header and Savic just can't do enough. It was Cunha with the opportunity and what a block from John Stones. Could be a qualification to the semi-final winning block from John Stones. Ederson goes long. Ake in the air, misses out, but it's a throw into Manchester City. Less than 3 minutes remaining for City to hold on. City time wasting now. Don't want to give away stupid yellow cards when we're this close to the semi-final. Nothing stupid. This is where Simeone will want them to start to create. As that should be a throw into City, and it is. 2.5 minutes remaining. Now's a good time for Pep to go and make a couple of subs and waste a couple more seconds. Ake is apportioned. He's told to get up there, Raheem Sterling. So goal kick for Atletico. They're going to come forward here. Kondogbia with the ball. He's going to go long. Ake wins the header. Second ball won by Atletico. Stones is putting good pressure on and he makes the tackle well. Can City find the space? No, he's tackled Mahrez. And Cancelo stretched and Atletico got a chance. And it's defended well by Ake. And City can get it clear. City was stretched then. Foden's coming forward now. Sterling's got the run and Foden's carrying on his run. It's a great run this from Foden. He gets a throw in for City and he's just kicked at the back of his heel. That's a nasty challenge, referee. Zinchenko's throwing Savic to the ground there. That is a nasty, nasty challenge. And things are getting aggravated here. Players are pushing everyone. You know, there's frustrations kicking over here. City need to keep their heads. Nothing stupid. Foden's hurt there. He's kicked out at him in the challenge. Jack Grealish and John Stones are the... He's just pulled Jack Grealish's hair! What is Savic doing? He's got the yellow cards out. He's kicked out at him. It's not the challenge, it's the aftermath where he just kicks him in the back of the leg. And then his reaction. To me, the challenge that he makes is a yellow card. And then his reaction to it is another yellow card. It should be a red card for 2 yellow cards. Or was it Philippe with the challenge? So the linesman and the fourth official are all having a discussion about what to do. This is where VAR needs to be in. So he's calling players over. Savic is coming over first. We're into added on time here. Savic is booked. I think that's going to be the only yellow... How is that the only card? What is going on? Ruben Dias can't believe it. City can't believe it. They're furious. Nathan Ake's been given a yellow card. Red card's out. Philippe's been sent off. He's off for a second yellow for the challenge on Foden. He's sent off. I said there was going to be a red card at some point in this game. Philippe can't believe it. He's off. So Peter Walton on BT Sports saying for Stefan Savic, he should have been sent off for a headbutt on Phil Foden. Philippe can't believe it. He's right in the referee's face. He's told him marching orders. He's got to go. This is a vintage Simeone team. Notice how Simeone's not involved in any of this. Philippe's furious. He's kicking things. This isn't the end of it. We're 2 minutes into added on time here. We're getting a replay finally. It's a good challenge on Foden. It's the kick. He whacks him in the back of the leg. Savic then runs over to Foden. He's trying to rugby tackle him, so Zinchenko stops him, pushes him. Phil Foden's got the ball. I think we're going to have resumption of the game. We're 3 minutes into added on time here. We don't even know how long's been added on. Three minutes have been added on. So this will go to the 96th minute. Foden with the ball. City have missed out on the ball. Atletico are down to 10 men. Philippe with the red card. I think 9 minutes. It said 9 minutes. What's going on in this game? We're 8 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated, everybody. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. This is a crazy end to this game. There's a long time left in this game. The referee's not got control of this game at the moment. He definitely grabbed his hair, didn't he? Felipe's in the tunnel, shaking his head. He's watching the game. I think it's Jimenez that's also there. City with a free kick. Mahrez to take. Mahrez is going in. It's a cheap yellow card from Mahrez. What's Mahrez doing? That's a silly yellow card. Gundogan to take. Chips it over. Sterling can't control it. Foden can get Jack Grealish on. He loves aggravation and annoying people. Get him on. That's good play here from Atletico. Good tackle from Manchester City. Nathan Ake, get rid of it. Does well. Foden whacks it clear. The ball boy wants to get involved. This is a crazy game. Still got about 5 minutes remaining in this game. It's 9 minutes that's been added on with everything that's happened. We're now 6 likes away from 100 likes. Stefan Savic, somehow on that pitch, brings the ball under control for Atletico. He has to play it backwards. City to keep their heads. A big 4 minutes left of our campaign here. That's great work from Fernandinho. There's a run. Oh, he can't get the pass right. It's not a good pass from Fernandinho. Good interception, not a great pass, and they can come away with the ball. Here comes Atletico now into the Manchester City half. Left-hand side. Cross comes in. Dealt with by Laporte, and Foden can get it under control. Well worked. Rodri, there's players up here for City. This is where Atletico now are very vulnerable on the counter-attack. Go and kill it off. Sterling to Gundogan. Kill it off. Oh, it's a good save from Oblak. Oh, there was the semi-final. Foden's into the book now. What's this new Phil Foden with his bandage? He's becoming so involved. 3 minutes remaining here. And we're 3 likes away from 100 likes. Any help with that would be much appreciated. Stand-up time now. We're in stand-up time. We're ready and waiting. 1 like to go. Who wants to be the 100th like? This has been a game and a half. Probably not for the right reasons. Foden comes forward. Llorente does well. We're past 100 likes. Thanks everybody for that. Much appreciated. Another live stream hitting 100 likes. So thanks everybody for that. Much appreciated. Atletico send the ball long. Oh, that's a great ball. Carrasco. Cancelo makes the challenge. He's late. It's a free kick. And Cancelo's going into the book. He's suspended. And Kyle Walker, he could be injured. Oh, that's so stupid. What's he doing? What's Cancelo doing there? This is a dangerous free kick in a dangerous area. So Cancelo's suspended now. And this is a massive moment for Atletico. They've got a free kick in a great position. Left-hand side. They could whip this in. This could be a cross-come shot. This needs dealing with. Atletico right on top of this. Lots of players committed forward. Needs to be a good ball in. Comes in and it's... I don't know what's happened there. It's not gone in the net. It's out of play for a throw-in. Ederson's down injured. He's had the wind knocked out of him, I think. Oh, that's great goalkeeping from Ederson. Great goalkeeping. He gets a big fist to it. Yeah, he just takes a knock to the top of his head. So more minutes are going to be added on here. We're well going into the 100th minute here, aren't we? Simeone's motivating the fans. He's trying to make this as hostile as possible. Get the fans going as much as possible. One last push from Atletico is what they're thinking. Backs against the wall for Manchester City. Backs against the wall. I'll get the camera lifted up so you can see me. Go. Cleared by Manchester City then. Fernandinho's down now. City have got themselves a throw-in. We're into the 10th minute of added on time here. Referee's lost the plot in this game. All Simeone keeps doing is applauding and applauding and applauding. Simeone's on the pitch. He's shouting at Stefan Savic. I don't know what's over. I think Simeone's going into the bug. Simeone is into the bug. He's saying calm down. This game is bonkers. We are into the 100th minute. Into the 100th minute here. Still 0-0. This is bedlam. Absolute bedlam. Pep Guardiola got a little bit of a smile on his face. The only thing I'm sad about is Cancelo's got a yellow card, so he's suspended. Stupid. Oh, there's going to be scenes on the full-time whistle here as well. This isn't over just yet. This is going to spill over into the tunnel, I sense. Man City are ready to celebrate. They're ready to celebrate that they've got to come back to Madrid again in a few weeks to come and play Real. Ake takes the throw-in. Sterling can't control it. Foden can. Gets a throw-in for Manchester City. Still we wait. Still we wait. Throw-in then for Manchester City. Referee still not blowing the whistle. Sterling's crowded out. And Atletico can come away with the ball. It's a one last opportunity in the 102nd minute. We're 3 minutes over time here. One last chance. Atletico send it long. Fernandinho gets his head to it and it's controlled by Atletico Madrid. And Ake gets his foot to it and it's headed back in. And Fernandinho deals with it. And Atletico want a penalty and they've got the ball. Chance. Saved. Cleared. What an opportunity for Atletico. What a save from Ederson. What's going on? Get rid of the ball. Throw in. Oh, this is chaos. Fernandinho just headed it straight to Luis Suarez. Ake just managed to get a little bit onto it. It was cleared momentarily, then blocked. And there it is. Manchester City are into the semi-final of the Champions League. This has been bedlam. This has been barbaric. It's been crazy. It's been boring. And it's just come to life. Not with chances and opportunities and good football. Just a scrappy, horrible game. And the City players are all coming over to go and celebrate. There's lots of moaning going on from Atletico, as you'd expect. Manchester City have won the tie 1-0. It's finished 0-0 at the Wanda Metropolitano, and Manchester City go through to the semi-final of the Champions League. I don't really know what to make of this. I'm really not sure. I'll take it though. Semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow. That was hard fought from Manchester City, but all in all, it's a good result. 0-0 in Spain is a good result, and we progress to the semi-final of the Champions League, and it's job done from Manchester City. Just about. Atletico missed a massive opportunity right at the end as things are kicking off still here. Fernandinho's not happy about something. I think Simeone's having some words with the City players. As Simeone walks off the pitch, the City players are all dancing and jubilating to the away end up in the gods. All applauding the fans. I'm going to applaud the fans. I think about 4,000 City fans have made their way to Madrid for this game in what's a fair effort there from everybody. And Manchester City make it through to the semi-final of the Champions League. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Man of the match. And we've kept a clean sheet. I'm half tempted just to give it Ederson for making that last-minute save to make sure it doesn't go into extra time, having to keep his composure after all of that and not having to do much. I'm giving it Ederson just for making that save at the end. It's a routine, straightforward save, but it's a save that needs to be made. And Man City here have knocked out a very good Atletico Madrid team. I don't agree with their style of play. I don't agree with what they do on the pitch. But it works and it's effective. And they've driven Manchester City right to the very edge there. But Man City have enough about them to go through to the semi-final of the Champions League, which is a great achievement. And we've now got 2 legs to look forward to going up against the other team from Madrid, Real Madrid. Right, guys, just going to go through. Joao Felix, according to OneFootball, has been given the man of the match. Joao Felix had a very good game. Atletico Madrid players look gutted. The fans are all there encouraging them. They'll be encouraged by that. Man City just about had enough. And that goal in Manchester last week turns out to be the all-important goal that sends Manchester City to the semi-final of the Champions League. So let's go through the stats very quickly. 60% possession for Manchester City, 40% possession for Atletico Madrid. 55% of City's duels won, 45 for Atletico. They managed to claw that back in the second half. Aerial duels, 60% for Manchester City and 40% for Atletico Madrid. 4 offsides for Atletico, 1 for City. 2 corners for Atletico and 4 for Manchester City. Just 2 attempts from Man City in the second half. It did go on target. Gundogan probably should have scored. He probably should have scored twice for Manchester City today, if I'm honest. 10 shots, 1 on target. Not great. We need to improve on that if we want to go and beat Liverpool on Saturday, if I'm honest. And 14 shots for Atletico, 3 on target for them, with no goals, with Ederson making that all-important save right at the end. 17 tackles apiece for both teams, 65% tackle completion rate for Atletico, and Manchester City with just under 71%, which is brilliant. Clearances, 24 Manchester City and 11 for Atletico, 10 interceptions for City and 8 for Atletico. City dominating the defensive stats for a change. 399 passes from Atletico at a pass completion rate of 75%, and Manchester City, 605 passes at a pass completion rate of just under 87%. It did drop in the second half as Manchester City let the intensity drop. It wasn't a very good second half, that, from Manchester City at all. 11 crosses by Atletico, connecting with 18% of their crosses. 7 crosses for Manchester City, connecting with just 14% of their crosses. In terms of discipline, 8 fouls for Atletico, 7 for Manchester City. 2 yellow cards for Atletico, 5 for Manchester City, coming right at the end. So that might be Man City getting a fine for not controlling the players. Yet we've ended up with more yellow cards than what Atletico did, which is crazy, as Atletico ended up with 2 yellow cards and a red card for Philippe for a second yellow card. Somehow Stefan Savic ended up with just a yellow card and not a red card. Rodri's got a yellow card. Ake got a yellow card. Mahrez, Foden, and most importantly, Joao Cancelo. So he is suspended for the first leg game against Real Madrid. So hopefully Kyle Walker's injury isn't serious and he will be fit to go, ready for the semi-final first leg. And you imagine it would probably be Nathan Ake on the left and Kyle Walker on the right. And hopefully Kevin De Bruyne's injury isn't too serious and he's okay. And Phil Foden's head injury is fine and he's good to go as well. DJ Heaven, thank you very much. City making it through to the semi-final, which is great. Dale, thanks very much for tuning in. It was a crazy end to the game. It was a very lacklustre, pretty boring game. We've got ourselves a very interesting match now with Real Madrid, and I will see you on Saturday morning for the Liverpool game. That was exhausting for City. We've now got to go and recover, and we've got to go and play arguably one of, if not the best team in Europe with Liverpool. Man City and Liverpool, 2 of the best teams in Europe, going toe for toe once more. And Man City, at the moment, with our difficult schedule, have made it unscathed past Liverpool in the Premier League. We've knocked out Atletico out the Champions League. We've got one more job to go and do before we're over this little difficult couple of weeks. And we could come out smelling of roses. Let's go and knock Liverpool out the FA Cups and let's get to the final and see if we can win the most prestigious domestic cup competition in the world in the form of the FA Cup. Like I said, I won't be doing a live stream for that. I am heading down to Wembley. There'll be a match vlog for you to look forward to on Sunday. So there we go. That has been the live watch along. Thank you everybody for watching. Much appreciated. If you have enjoyed this live watch along, please leave a thumbs up. 120 likes is the aim now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Less than 200 subs away from 23,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links. They're in the description below and also in the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship, for any videos, or any general business inquiries. If you're watching this after the game, then go and leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made in qualification for Manchester City into the semi-final of the Champions League. And just let me know very quickly in the live chat if you're watching this right now with your thoughts on this game. And lastly, I just want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, where this live watch along has been brought to you by OneFootball.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. The link to that is in the description and also in the live chat if you want to go and download OneFootball. That would be much appreciated. Anyone that does download OneFootball using that link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It keeps these live watch alongs and the videos coming for you guys, so I would appreciate any help towards that. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, and all your good footballing needs. It's well worth having, in my opinion. It is the best footballing app out there, so do go and check that out. And I'll see you all again very soon. I will have tonight out my review and my thoughts on Manchester City making it to the semi-final of the Champions League to play Real Madrid. So you've got that to look forward to. That'll be out in around an hour or so's time. So stay tuned for that one if you are still awake in the UK or wherever you are tuning in from around the world. And I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Oh, by the way, go and check out McAtee as well, providing today's halftime entertainment. His link's in the description if you want to go and like and subscribe over there. That'll be much appreciated. And I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Champions League semi-finals. We made hard work of it, but we're there just about in what was a very boring game, but also a very entertaining end to a game that saw red cards, yellow cards galore, suspensions, injuries. It was bedlam, absolute bedlam. I'll see you all again very soon. Peace. Ciao.